Before we get started, I want to be clear. Everything on this channel is for educational and personal growth purposes only. Nothing here should be considered financial advice. As the Iran war continues, gas prices increase, and the VIX continues to rise, I'm sure several of you are concerned with the current status of the market. My name is Garrett. I'm a finance major at WSU and an active stock and ETF trader. I got my first portfolio about a year ago and made it my goal to grow that portfolio to 7 figures. If you want to follow me along my 7-figure journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. In today's video, I will be discussing the VIX, the volatility index which measures fear and greed in the S&P 500. Next, we will move on to 2 stocks that are currently on my watch list. Let's dive in. The VIX is currently priced at $27.19. That puts it in between our 5 and 10% threshold. This means 5 to 10% of our portfolio should be in cash in case there's any opportunities that present themselves. We have some cash to take advantage, and 90 to 95% of our portfolio should be invested. Now, if we want to get more specific, $27.19 rounds down to $27. Hence, 7% of our portfolio should be in cash and 93% should be invested. We are in the midst of a black swan event. Some other examples of a black swan event are COVID-19 and the tariffs crash. Typically, in a black swan event, it takes the volatility index anywhere between 20 and 60 days to go from the bottom of the move to the pinnacle. We are currently going on day 74, which makes me a little bit more optimistic that this Iran war and oil price crisis may be concluding. Despite my bias, I am choosing to stay strict to my VIX allocations. Like I said earlier, ideally, 7% of our portfolio should be in cash, 93% invested, and I think right now we're about 6.5% in cash and about 93.5% invested. Now, through past experiences, I have found getting overly greedy in a fearful market or getting overly fearful in a greedy market can lead to poor financial decisions. Like Warren Buffett says, as investors, when others are fearful, we want to be greedy, and when others are greedy, we want to be fearful. Me staying strict to my VIX allocations permits me to do this. So for that reason, I'm staying right at 6.5% until the opening on Monday. Next, the first stock I want to discuss is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, ticker TSM. TSM is a good, safe stock to have in the portfolio right now, being we are in such a volatile time in the market. TSM has a good upward trending chart over the past year. They have healthy net profit margins. They have more cash than debt. In such a volatile time, I think having conservative, safe stocks that aren't going anywhere to be beneficial. AI isn't going anywhere. TSM isn't going anywhere. And for that reason, in a time of crisis, I feel having a decent holding in this company is in my best interest. The second stock we are keeping a close eye on is Palantir, ticker PLTR. Palantir has benefited probably more than any other stock due to the Iran war, being the United States government utilizes their AI for military defense. When you look at the chart, Palantir crashed when the AI sector plummeted. Then it built a base and then got some bullish momentum due to the Iran war. Still, I think Palantir is at a huge discount. I currently have a very large holding of Palantir in my portfolio. I believe it's around 14-15%, which is higher than I would typically like. I usually try to stay around 12%. I don't like to go too far above, but I am super bullish on this stock. I believe when the Iran war concludes, the stock will rise because, the VIX is dropping, the market is recovering, AI is recovering. I believe Palantir will obviously recover as well. But I also believe if the Iran war continues, I can see Palantir benefiting even a little bit more. I've noticed a lot of these stocks I invest in recently have been dropping significantly, but PLTR has been managing to go bullish. This break of structure is quite significant. As you can see, we have quite the upwards trend here. I'm hoping this continues, and I don't plan on selling a holding for quite some time. I plan on longing until around $190, which can take some time. It can take, anywhere between, 3 and 8 months, maybe even longer. We'll see. In conclusion, I'm optimistic that this VIX spike may be concluding shortly. 2 stocks I'm keeping a close eye on are TSM and PLTR. If you guys want to follow me on my 7-figure journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want to show my gratitude for you guys sticking to the end of this video. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you.